Have you ever come across anyone who hasn't tried a McMuffin? It's hard to believe, right? When something this delicious captures attention, curiosity gets the better of us at least once. That's exactly what happened with the McMuffin. It carved out a permanent spot in the fast-paced world of grab-and-go breakfasts. To begin their bulk buns processing, giant mixers turn slowly at first, combining every ingredient smoothly. Another set of machines take over, and the dough is fed into it that cuts it into equal portions. As the empty molds move along, flour is sprinkled evenly. It's going to help prevent sticking using just the right amount of flour before the dough balls are placed in the molds. Throughout that process, we can see the dough balls are perfectly shaped, and they're ready to move to the proofing stage. Before that, machines have already dusted the trays with dry flour. So just when it's time for the dough ball to drop, they come in rolling and fall right into its dedicated mold. Now those balls are thoroughly covered with flour, and the credit goes to these amazing technologies. When the dough balls are placed in the pans, they are moved into a special proofing chamber to get puffed up. Proofing done, they're going to get into the baking pans, so the machines help them to place the previous trays over baking ones, and flip them upside down. They're all set to become the soft and fluffy buns, which McDonald's use for their very crowning McMuffins. For many of us, they're the ultimate quick and easy meal for busy mornings, and they claim the taste is so satisfying that it appeals them to get another one. Anyways, how would I know? But if you've tried one, we want to hear your stories. Did it become your go-to breakfast choice, or maybe you've had a memorable moment while enjoying it? You're welcome to share your experiences with us. It all started in 1971, when Herb Peterson, a McDonald's franchisee in California, had a game-changing idea. Herb's creation was simple, but genius. A poached egg, Canadian bacon, and cheese tucked between a toasted English muffin. People loved it. Oh, it was you who called us. Many local factories don't even care about merging the sourcing of their raw materials, but it has a great impact in many aspects. We will discuss those as well later. So, McDonald's has made some exciting changes when it comes to the eggs they use. Right now, about 30% of the eggs they source come from free-range farms, and 70% of their eggs are still coming from their dedicated barns. Okay, the question is, why do they need to do this blend? First of all, to meet the higher demand, they have to get their eggs from different types of farms: barn-raised, free-range, and soon more cage-free farms. Also, free-range eggs have slightly higher levels of important nutrients like omega-3 fatty acids and vitamins compared to eggs from caged hens. McDonald's wants to provide customers with the best quality ingredients, and sourcing eggs from healthier, more natural environments is part of that effort. And you know, buying local also raises opportunities for the local people, and it's kind of contributing to the country's progress on a national level and helping to make the economy better. McDonald's is steadily increasing the percentage of free-range eggs they use, with a goal of reaching 90% cage-free eggs by 2025 in key markets like the US and Canada. This would be a big step. We can assume they're making sure in upcoming years they meet customer expectations while continuing to serve millions of meals every day. I know we've raised your expectations by bringing super intelligent technologies, but no, that's not how eggs are going to be made. Now comes the last main ingredient, the meat patty. And this is exactly how they make thousands of meat patties per hour. Okay, we all know originally a sausage patty is found in these McMuffins, but depending on different areas, various other options have been seen to serve every community. Likewise, at some places where beef is the most popular meat, factories focus on making beef patties so the processing of serving. So, let's talk about the eggs. This is how those hundreds of poached eggs are made to be added in McMuffins. Yep, all manually and right at the spot. Obviously you don't go to the restaurants to eat reheated meals. They don't show the behind the scenes of how our meals are getting prepared, but at least you gotta see some from McDonald's. Is it satisfactory? You know, kids today absolutely love going to McDonald's. The sight of the golden arches makes them excited for delicious food like crispy fries and juicy burgers. Harvesting machines might feel like a recent upgrade, but did you know they actually started making waves way back in the 19th century? Yes, a while back people figured out that no matter how many hours they put in, they just couldn't compete with the efficiency of a machine covering even a tiny field. But of course, with every passing decade, they have thoroughly changed in terms of efficiency, style, and machinery. Now they no longer look like an ancient harvester, not even from looks. So as this potato harvester digs into the soil, it gently lifts the potatoes to the surface. Obviously, stuff like soil and debris might come up with the potatoes, but don't worry, they will get filtered out using sieves and belts. Yeah, better to say automatically. Once automatically cleaned from the debris, the potatoes are effortlessly conveyed onto a continuous belt that dispatches them straight into the loading truck, fixed to the harvester. Stick around for the major transformation to happen and watch the beautiful behind the scenes of the production of millions of LA's potato chips with us. The truck is now loaded with potatoes and is heading towards the potato chips making facility. Now, this high-tech machine will help to toss out all of the potatoes into the huge storage. Okay, this much potato is going to make my day because I'm a huge potato chips lover. That's my ultimate snack. A bit of the extra dirt is going to be removed thanks to these abrasive rollers that make it possible. It doesn't only transfer the potatoes toward the storage house but also removes the debris as well. Now you can see they didn't remove all of the soil from the potatoes. It's actually a natural hack because the soil acts as a natural barrier, helping to keep moisture in and protect the potatoes from going bad. Here comes the testing part where they're going to make chips out of 2 potatoes just to make sure if they are perfect to process. Getting a green signal, the conveyor belt system effortlessly shuttles potatoes from the harvest chamber to the factory storage and drops them directly into the river of fresh water. This setup is totally a game changer, ensuring a steady flow every time. By automating the transfer, it slashes the risk of damage and cranks up productivity, making everything run like a well-oiled machine. You can see how these potatoes, free from any debris, look super fresh and eye-catching as they head into this massive peeling unit. They'll undergo a magical glow-up from the ugly potatoes to the clean, bare potatoes, all set for chip making. The peeling process actually takes place first in the peeling rolling machine, then right on these rollers, which are a little abrasive to remove the thin skin from the potato. Can you guess what those besties would be talking about? Probably Process Zone is the only channel that will show you this much bulking food processing. So why waste more time? Subscribe to them, hit that button, dude. First, the peeled potatoes hit the observing and sorting station, coming out totally spotless and fresh. Then, they are tossed straight towards the slicing machines. Did you know that potatoes are a secret superfood? Yes, they're packed with more potassium than a banana and can help keep your heart a healthy powerhouse. But of course, you will need to avoid this much processing and try taking the simple food for your overall health. I want to add some more information like LAI's was the first brand to introduce unique flavors in chips, turning a simple snack into a worldwide flavor adventure. Now, watch as they roll onto conveyor belts with cool technology to shake off excessive water before taking another bath. Okay, here the potato chips are continuously kept moisturized by thoroughly running. Reasons finally, they are dried off every last water drop, making sure they're perfectly dry and prepped for their next big move. Now as the expert machines are going to fry the potato chips batch by batch, they make sure that every chip will be perfectly cooked and none of them will get burned or ruined during the process. Meanwhile, the continuously stirring fingers play their magic and keep on rotating the potato chips upside down to get cooked equally by drying these chips out of the excessive oil. Make sure they turn out perfectly crispy and delicious. Want to get more dramatic? Let me slow down the video a little bit to give you the perfect advertisement vibes. This skilled folk expertly sorts through the batch, swiftly separating any ruined potatoes from the squad. With sharp eyes and steady hands, they ensure only the top quality spuds make the grade. Some secret ingredients get a cool remix, mixing with the potato chips to create an amazing flavor explosion. Look at those delicious snacks, I always fall for them. After the seasoning is added, the bunch moves to the portioning unit, or you can say multi-portioned packaging machine, where it's packed into perfectly equal amounts. One more thing, did you ever shake your packet before handing it over to your siblings to get an idea which one has more chips inside it? I thought it was only me, but after watching these inside scenes, I think that's a useless thing because they had equally poured the chips into every packet. So, happy sharing. Buds, hey buddies, welcome to the inside scenes of some bulk fruit factories. Let's see how they process and handle so much bulk. First, some good factories use common food sanitizers to clean the water and fruits from outside. Chlorine, the real MVP, gets rid of nasty bacteria, viruses, and fungi if present on those pineapples. Sometimes they add citric acid to balance the water's pH and make the sanitizers work even better. After a good rinse, the pineapples ride the conveyor belt for a quick dry. Check out those blades. They are going to peel the pineapples like a pro. A machine pushes the tough core out of the way, and then skilled workers cut the fruit into the sizes customers want. After slicing, a little but quick bath is necessary. The conveyor belts give the fruit a gentle shake to remove excess moisture without messing up its texture. Finally, they use moderate air pressure to make sure all moisture is gone, keeping the fruit fresh and extending its shelf life. If you're curious why they fuss so much about keeping fruit dry before packaging, it's quite obvious. Moisture isn't just about making fruit soggy, it's like opening the floodgate for trouble. It disrupts the osmotic balance within fruit tissues, starting with the breakdown of cell membranes. This loss of structural integrity makes it easier for the fruit to soften, brown, or undergo all sorts of unwanted degradations. Okay, I get it, it's a lot of science lectures for today. As the pineapple chunks go through their frozen adventure, you get to see this new fluffing technique. As it moves, it fluffs and separates each chunk from the others and gives it its own uniqueness. Its continuous rotation makes sure the frozen chunks are separated from each other, preserving their own flavor. After a little sorting, the frozen pineapple is packed inside huge cartons. Come around, you all raspberry lovers. You're going to witness the largest harvesting and freezing of raspberries you have ever seen. Using fruit harvesters like these beasts for picking berries in the fields offers significant advantages to fruit processing factories and labor. These machines promise efficiency but demand a skilled touch. Therefore, workers undergo specialized training to navigate the complexities of this crucial job. These machines struggle with selective harvesting and can sometimes result in picking some unripe berries as well. But with the help of the experts, no ruined berry is going to pass through. As soon as the raspberries arrive in the facilities, first, the experts carefully remove the ruined berries, and then they get a thorough rinse to get rid of any dirt or germs. After that, they go on the conveyor belt to dry off properly and are frozen right away. Here, the same separating techniques are applied to the frozen raspberries, so they do not stick to each other or make a cluster. These belts have thorough vibrators to fluff the berries all together, and look, every berry is seen as an individual pack of deliciousness. If it seems satisfying to you and that's your vibe, we can be best friends because we are dedicated to showing you the bulk factory processes. Want to stick together? Come on, subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell to keep watching our upcoming videos.